Hi everyone, welcome to an episode of Paige the Python. This is our crochet reading tracker for picture books that I read with my students. So here's Paige and let's get her some stripes. We went with a back to school theme for our first week of picture books, starting with the Berenstain Bears Go to School, and I know it is Berenstain Bears. While the cover of this book looks a little bit worse for wear, the pictures inside are just fine. My students really liked this book as it kind of addressed some of the first day of school jitters that some of them might have had. And we're going to count this under our friends, family, and feelings category, so it'll get a pink stripe. The second book that we read, mostly with my much smaller students, was Pete the Cat Rocking in My School Shoes. They love Pete the Cat. And this was a really great story for them because it talked about locations throughout the school, and it was in an easy enough rhyming format that we could do it kind of as a call and response. So we're going to count this as a rhyming and poetry book, which means it will get a beige heather stripe. Up next, we have another classic. We read Arthur's Teacher Troubles, which introduced our students to the concept of a spelling bee, since most of them had not heard of that before. I'm also going to count this one under friends, family, and feelings, which means that we're going to get another blush stripe. This one also had some very funny sibling dynamics in it. My second graders especially, very much on their own, came to the conclusion that DW is in fact really annoying. And lastly, we read The Day the Crayons Quit. These are a series of letters from all the crayons in the crayon box to their student who they work with, saying that they are tired and they want some things to change. This was a very silly book and had some very funny illustrations in it that my students really enjoyed. Since we already got a couple of other feelings books this week, I'm going to put this in the other category, which means it'll get turquoise heather. Now let's add those stripes. And here she is with her brand new stripes. Come back next week to see what we read next.